I guess they figure that in the darkest dungeons where you can camp, they need to balance out the. I think it's one reason why the fights are harder or the dungeon is harder, because they assume you're going to have camp buffs for the bosses, so they make sure you don't have to waste your time and will literally waste your time units on the camping if it bleeds him.
He should get you going first.
Okay.
Decimated.
Nice.
Well, Drab. He should be, but he did not.
It rolled low, but the bleed did kick in. Oh well.
I think Red Hook was being nice.
And yeah, going back to what Squall was saying earlier about occultists, not being thought of as primary healers, I actually agree with that. But I have seen some people that would say that hey, they are reasonable alternatives to Vestals, because if you look at the average, they actually heal better. Disregarding that one, it's like it's all in the timing. If you roll low when you need it and you roll high when you don't, then you still have a dead hero that you wouldn't have with the Vestal. And the other one is that Vestals get a lot of trinkets that increase their healing, and that makes them a lot better than they would be on paper. Whereas in a proper maxed out comparison, occultists don't have anything like that. It would have been nice if they had one, like something that just added a flat value to their healing or something to make them more reliable, but they don't. Yeah, they're still good. They're still very good. One of my favorite classes, but they definitely have their limitations. Doggy.
Huh.
I think it won't ding you on a stress heal if the person was maxed out, or the person is at 0.
That's why I clicked on Lorax, who actually does have stress.
Well, yeah, but it heals randomly.
In which case, that actually is far less useful than I would have hoped.
Right. Yeah, it's good if your entire team has been taking stress, but
Simply a champion against cultist hate. There.
Obliterated.
Feast on your heart.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, you just have to click on somebody in the team, but it still rolls separately.
Foolish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
That's another thing where if the game was going to be a lot more complex, if they could do things like that, like
Huh.
I guess you have to go down and then down from there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Mm.
I'm kicking myself now.
Oh no, what was I saying about the occultist stuff, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. Like if there was a quirk or something that would prioritize like the person you clicked on or something, there's a lot of room to expand complexity in this game that it makes sense that they didn't.
Okay.
Oh, but no encounters there though.
It's all the light we need.
Mm-hmm.
I think we otherwise should be good.
Yeah, you didn't bring any holy water in to buff ahead of time,
Right.
and maybe a little bit of food, or you
Food coma to straight coma. Hey, Zane.
Hey.
Oh, you were thinking about maybe doing the weekend first.
That's what I was thinking. I don't know
Yeah,
how.
Damon's Pull isn't going to help me out.
Yeah, the bosses are not going to be directly movable, I wouldn't think.
Okay. Well, let's try it this way then.
All right. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, if she does get shuffled, you can have her eat an herb then.
Right.
This could be the death of Lorax. Oh, 2 Templars.
Two different
Wow.
ones. One's a Warlord, one's an Impaler.
Okay. I can see why Ball rated this one as the worst one. So, the one in the back is going to be able to spam the
That's the Manticore
Doomsday.
one.
Yeah,
Doomsday.
that's the name of the skill.
Ah. Yeah, let's try to take him down first.
Mm.
Because I know that he's bad news.
Right. And we're not going to be able to move them, I don't think.
No, they both have like...
Actually, only... Okay, he's got 100,
yeah.
yeah. What's funny is that, yeah, actually, we probably could have moved him with Demon's Pull. But we didn't know. So. That's a good way to start things off. I approve. All right.
Oh, he starts out hitting the right one.
Ouch. Jeez. And they both went for it.
A hand's breadth from becoming
Okay,
unwound.
I'll admit that was kind of stupid on my part. Oh!
Ben came through, though.
Of course, that's not going to last too much longer.
Because they
but-
still have their turns, right?
Well, let's go after the one that I know can potentially hit him.
Yeah. That'll... Okay, good. That's probably going to be a stun plus pushback.
Yep. That's exactly what that is. Okay.
He survived. Now we need to have the 0 damage bleed on himself. There we go. That means, oh, the bleed wore off, right?
Right. But,
A blight of 100, and he's...
yeah, let's just go for the sure kill.
Yeah.
Their cursed champion falls.
We just rushed that guy down on damage.
Well, yay! Stay with us.
Death
Gorsh.
She did get
for the
moved,
slightest
so...
lapse in concentration.
Oh, but she can't herb up, obviously.
Right.
Only winning move here, etc., etc. Yeah. I can no longer heal, so maybe... Okay, yeah. Then she got unstunned, right? Okay. So that's pretty harmless. Okay.
Yeah, Warlord is area of effect.
Right. Interesting.
That probably would have been bad.
Probably, yeah, stinger grab. Yeah. Probably like a stun
Stinger
plus.
stab.
Yeah, probably like a... Oh, stab, okay. Probably just high critical and blight, I'm guessing. Quite. Oh, hey.
Yeah, not bad.
Then 0. Oh, okay, actually came through.
When Ven's not healing himself, he's okay.
That was a clutch virtue roll. Good grief. I mean, I guess it kind of... well, I guess we'll find out. So, just high damage and blight. Possibly critical, but no way to tell. Oh, Ven.
It's aggravating, but I'm probably just gonna have to Templar launch his save. Juliet the gibberish the cult has just spewed. Oh yeah. Sounds legit.
Oh, Lorix's team is dying tonight. And now we can finally start getting some offense in.
Maybe. Don't quote us on that though. That said, this being the hardest one, I'm kind of okay with
it being, it being a mess.
right.
Yep. Until we get him out of the danger zone. Well, actually, there is no end to the danger zone as long as he's got Revelation primed.
Right.
So yeah. Ouch.
I think I'm just gonna have to keep hitting him for damage.
A decisive
That's what you hit him for.
leveling.
Well, hitting him for stun.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that is a...
Apparently a pretty low chance for blight, though.
Yeah. If we didn't need him to heal, I would say get a damage hex in, but...
Unfortunately, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing, though. It's like his main threat is damage. Maybe because a damage hex lasts for, I think, 3 turns.
Honestly, I don't need to worry about that at all.
Okay.
Like, I outpace his damage with my healing, and I definitely outdamage him.
Okay.
So, this is just a matter of slogging it out.
Sure. Oh, finally hit him.
Considering it's plus 66 dodge, you would think that wouldn't have happened, but here we are.
Alright, next one should do.
The only reason Dungeon 3 isn't called the hardest is once you've beaten it, it's really easy on any other attempt.
Hmm. Guessing you're just full of vile gimmickry.
Probably.
Perhaps the turning.
Oh well, we beat him. That's the important thing.
Right.
Hand of glory.
Creature squirms.
And we go all the way around because I am not risking another fight.
Oh, come on. What are the odds?
Nope.
You'll low it up. There's
Nope.
It's only a somewhat chance we'll get maybe we'll get a 4-pack of Sadlers
Ooh.
this time.
We might. And that's a risk I am not willing to take. I wouldn't say the easiest Templar left, because the one on top was pretty darn easy. But, yeah, maybe I'm wrong.
Well, I think that in terms of abilities and everything, the Warlord... the Manticore was the Warlord, right?
Yes. So you're thinking the other one is just the Poisoner?
That could be, yeah. And in which case...
Lorax is glad you got to switch from Crusader to Hellion. Yeah, now I get to risk you in many more dungeons than I otherwise would have.
You know, it would be kind of neat if the other Templar fight is just some melee guy, and probably two minions himself,
Right?
And because I would have thought that how it would work, thereuld be one on each side, and then the unification fight or the unity fight in the middle. They didn't do that.
Right.
It's going to mix you up, and I kind of approve and kind of don't.
The way is lit. The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
The laws of land symmetry demand that you have the things meet in the middle.
Unfortunately, this is non-Euclidean geometry.
Ah, true.
Utter madness is the only acceptable substitute. Actually, I think everyone's kind of okay.
You could probably tag Damon pulled back into.
Right.
It's funny that with the incense that actually would have had fair odds of working on him.
Well,
But on the other hand, though, going back to the Manticore guy, I actually think that Damon's pull might have been the wrong choice. So I imagine those, because the mooks that it had were probably based on dog enemies, and I bet their attacks would move them forward. So you would have to take them out first to get them to stop doing Doomsday. Fair enough. Drat. Oh, but that was the last turn anyway. Yeah. That move does way more stress than it probably should.
right.
It also is high damage and blight.
Yeah, it's pretty bad news.
Right.
Yeah, Last Templar is the melee guy.
Okay. They have an attack that... Oh, they have an attack that moves them forward, so actually not as bad as the dogs. Gotcha. Because whereas the dogs will do their one regular attack at any range and then also move forward. So I guess if God forbid we have to run this dungeon again, at least now we know we can pull the Manticore up, and then you'll be a lot less of a threat.
Well, this could be bad.
Yeah. I guess guard him and wait for him to 5 HP heal himself
Right.
back up. Oh dear.
Yeah, I hate that I have to do that because
Oh,
I know.
there we go.
Yeah, that's better. Yeah, again, I don't like, making you all sit through that.
Right.
But on the other hand, sometimes you just don't have much of an option.
Right.
The Eldritch dogs. The worst kind.
Yep, they look like a squamous monstrosity, but all I hear is, "Here, boy." Good dodge.
Therapy horror. Yes.
There it is. We haven't had a 0 yet, but there's a 1. Oh dear.
Yeah, Ven definitely saved this run by going virtuous.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Is like even kind of knowing what to expect. We still had to rely on that.
This expedition
Well,
at least
if I had
was a
just
success.
basically, if I had just gone with straight protecting him and the revelations hadn't kicked in, he would have been fine.
Right, because there was a double Revelator if I did that.
Right. So, yeah, it's just sort of thing where I should have realized that's what was going on.
Right.
Of course, now, well, I'm going to want to do it anyway because Revelation will absolutely demolish him if it hits with him unprotected.
Right.
But
here's the fun thing, too, is that he's the one that actually has the 5% virtue chance, right? Like, whatever it's called. Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay.
yeah, he does.
So, somebody does.
Yeah.
Somebody has one.
Okay.
Fairness, no disrespect to Ven. Not guarding him turn 1 was not wise.
Right.
Yeah. Well, but now we know.
That's the thing. It's like, again, sometimes these things happen.
Right. I also think that you and Sprawl made the right decision, kind of putting your heads together on that one. And
Sprawl even yelled, "No, wait," when I attacked with the dog.
about switching him to rank 3 and then giving him the dagger. That has definitely contributed too.
Right.
Could work. Fair enough. And it's interesting, their protection doesn't actually give any bonuses. Just covers them.
Yeah. Arg.
1 HP, 2 HP left.
Oh, I might be able to blight them.
Right. Ease them. Right.
It's a little bit of a risk, but So he's speaking of himself? Huh.
The Cthulhu or whatever confirmed for a terrible James Bond movie fan.
Arg.
Slowly,
Here we go.
gently. This is how a life.
And we got our
is
Christmas DOTs on a Saddler there. And if this hit both apply, he'll be dead next turn.
Yep. Believe the cultist is possessed.
Yeah, I think that's the idea for him.
Arg.
Yep.
Jerk.
Well, it was a good plan. And that's one of the first times I've seen that actually try to save, somebody. Now he's dead again.
Yeah. We're getting there. we're getting there.
Part of me, if I wouldn't have to rewatch the footage and everything at the time for it, I would really want to just go through there on the heels and see where he actually kind of averaged out at.
Right. Because it definitely feels like he hasn't averaged out. But I'm thinking he probably has with some things like that.
Right. And that would have been a 16 before the critical kicked in, which is, I think, a little above average.
Yeah, and definitely trading off on the stuns is a good way to keep their damage down.
Right. Yeah, normally people would recommend you focus on one of them, but
not for stunning, I don't think.
Right. Neither one of them is a tremendous threat on their own.
Right.
Because that guy, like that. But that guy often does not. Just heals himself, which, is basically a free turn.
Right.
Because there's no way to keep pace with your damage.
But a victory.
Okay, so that's what happened. This one is actually off on this side.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's not.
Besides below you, yeah.
Ancestor words. Okay, let's do this.
All right.
Huddled together.
Even enough food left for a hunger event.
Rats in a
I'm
maze.
calling it, but we're going to get one.
Probably.
I'll say, no, there won't be one. There's never a hunger event. The same hallway you've just eaten. You just had a previous one or a camp at. At least we're saved on that front.
Then yeah, therapy douche.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I don't need to worry about it for Ven, so that's good.
Right. It's true, yeah. People keep... Hopefully, I wonder if the... Well, the funny thing is we don't want the Templar to focus on him to get his stress back to 100 because he's vulnerable to Revelation. We either have to switch trinkets out, which wouldn't be a good deal, or... Yeah, I think...
It would have been great if it was off to the side, non-Euclidean geometry after all.
Right.
I think I'll just have him encourage Drakenel.
Sure.
That's both of the buffs there. I don't really have any other buffs that would be useful here.
And he could be taking some hits by covering Fen, so...
Right.
Yeah. Makes sense to me. Hey, Flython.
Hey, Flython.
Do you have to bring some food into this one? Just scrape some stuff off the walls.
I don't know. I'm seeing that. I think it would actually eat you.
Right. I don't think Lorax is telling the truth on that one.
Royal Guard.
Good.
You don't say,
Wow.
Drek.
I think Drakenel heard a Flython.
The promise of safety.
All right. So go down here and try to finish it off.
Right.
Probably one more fight, I would think.
Or no.
Oh, maybe not. Sweet. All right, let's burn the last torch,
As the light gains
and
purchase,
that's it.
spirits
Yep.
are lifted
There you go.
and purpose
Guess you
is
could feed
made
Drakenel a
clear.
little bit if you wanted to, but...
Yeah, because after this, I'm gone. So.
Right. Let's say one way or another.
All right, let's do this.
All right. Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
whoops.
what's the heck?
This is kind of where I'm wishing I had Abyssal Artillery.
Yeah.
Let's see. Dodge 34.
Obviously, they're a lot smaller, but in Arkham Horror, they had the Flying Polyp as one of the monsters that could spawn. It was pretty darn tough.
Venomous Fleam.
Huh. Damn.
Probably moves back.
Yeah, move skill.
Well, this could be bad. Yeah, if they can keep doing that.
Yeah, we're
then,
going to have to take care of them first. Maybe have him transform and try to go after the... Because he has a rank 3 hitting move, right?
I think it's just this one.
So-
Rage. Yeah. It's a risk, but yeah, let's try it.
Because yeah, if they can keep, as long as the moose can keep sending you back, it's futile. Try to deal with that until they're disposed of.
Well, unfortunately, I have to protect him from potential revelations.
Right. Potential revelatory experiences. Don't forget to have an herb on her.
Good idea.
Yeah.
This is where I also wish I had Damon's Pull.
I wonder how he feels about the roll is not enough. That's probably something else Cthulhu would say.
Yeah, now that you mention it. So that's 4. So that actually would go.
Or I was thinking stick the dog on the thing in the back, but no, you've got to keep Venture taking all that damage.
Right. Might as well start doing some damage to him.
Sure. Whoa, okay.
Power.
Because I think he has Eldritch Slayer. I almost wish that would have worked.
Yeah, the polyps are kind of a nuisance, but you forgot to herb.
Oh, right.
All she's losing a little bit of damage.
Damage and accuracy, I think.
I guess it's a good thing she's been hitting all these times then.
Alright, with this, it should be able to take it down.
Might want to have him transform back just to heal himself.
Well, now that he's here, he kind of has to.
Oh, sorry, because he gets a full heal whenever he transforms back. We'll do it once, but
This is a weird situation to be in, let me tell you.
I was thinking weakening.
A devastating
Okay, well,
blow.
fair enough.
An educated savage?
The polyp, I'll have you know.
Let's see, that is... Okay, so he has to move back in order to get there. So let's go ahead and start shuffling.
Right. Then she gets knocked back. Oh, okay.
I was actually pretty darn worried about it.
Asarath Likola. That's the same one as before.
Yep.
I remember the Bonroth at the end.
Sprawl did a frontline occultist run before. It was pretty awesome. Not as awesome as the Dance of Madness, of course. Of course.
And the fact that the one dancer forgot his dancing shoes to be the metaphor there. He didn't actually have solo and finale on one of them.
Right. Well, he was the one providing the music.
Ah, true.
Alright, and with this, it's basically just a matter of time now.
Exactly.
And I've got him on lockdown.
Mm-hmm. Loses next turn, and then, yep.
Haha! Knife!
The greater the glory.
Yeah, I agree. That was definitely easier. The polyps are kind of a nuisance, but it's not hard to accommodate.
So much busking. It's true, there is busking the likes of which y'all have never seen. Okay, and with that is quest complete.
All right.
4 more people to never go back to the Darkest Dungeon. On the positive side, we did get the Sacred Scroll, which is good for selling.
Right.
And 15,000 in cash. It's pretty nice.
Well, speaking of seeing the very rare trinket pop up, Ben, I think we forgot to check it in the quest log, but last week Ben sent Zane, right, into the tavern to get some stress relief, and he...
Oh, yeah.
And he blacked out and displaced the
legendary
bracer.
And the funny thing about that is that the legendary bracer then showed up in the caravan. It's like, wonder, ask no questions, you'll get no lives. That's 2 people with hard noggin.
Right. Well, they saw the body slams that Templar's throwing around.
Right.
Mark's made it to retirement.
Take a peek at the Dungeon 3 equipment screen before we quest.
Will do.
Stress removed. Yay!
Your progress is measured only in progressive realization and dawning horror. You are in the shadow of the end.
The ancestor was a progressive.
Well.
Okay. Activate the Locust Beacon. Your enemy is fast, sprawling, must be destroyed from within. Walk through the twisting maze and find your way to its throbbing heart. Wonderful.
I think we're going to need to get more people to level 6.
Right. I think what he means is you get a team.
No, I meant just saying that out loud.
Yeah.
Well, for now, let's go ahead and put someone in there so I can see the equipment screen.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not letting me. Do I need a full team?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess I won't let you take Stolen Bark, but no.
Oh gosh. Oh no.
They actually,
look at the size. It's they
added another tier beyond long. Wow.
Well, if they wanted to emphasize how big this creature is,
right.
That's one way of doing it. But good golly.
What's funny is that normally it's 1 firewood for medium, 0 for short,
right?
2 for long. This is actually 4.
So it would be epic and then exhausting.
Yeah.
This is the Antiquarian Grinding Dungeon, by the way.
You wouldn't take an Antiquarian into the Darkest
Brawl,
Dungeon,
did
would
you actually take an Antiquarian to the Darkest Dungeon?
Yep. Especially since, unless they changed it, there weren't any curios to poke the last 2.
Yeah, and you don't... Do you get a... maybe the Antiquarian forces you to get a curio drop, even if you normally wouldn't get any from the fight.
I guess that could be,
maybe.
Actually.
And if so, that would explain it. You take 4 Antiquarians.
Oh, and then camp 4 times, and then do the trinket scrounge, and then leave. Right. Yep.
That one.
For all you are awful. The sacrifice of Antiquarian but who cares? Because it's
especially
just Antiquarian.
Especially if it's a first level one.
Right. Oh my gosh.
The horror! But you did manage to get those antiques, right? Yes. Oh, the horror! All right. Well, that's probably what we're going to do next, unless I end up doing one of these.
So we do still need to get the cove to.
Right. Move to level 7 so we can fight the crew. It would be weird if we managed to beat the Darkest Dungeon before we beat them. Still, for now, I'm going to go ahead and call it there.
Yeah.
We beat number 2. Hooray!
Did good.
I did not bash my head against that particular wall. So now we need to decide who dies next.
I think we need
when
to.
we try to figure out the number 3.
I think we may need to book an entire stream night for that next one, because it seems like
It seems like it's gonna take a while. It seems like it's gonna take a while.